Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a lovely day. Today's video is going to be a candle review, and this is from a candle company. I've never tried any of their candles before, but I have tried some of their wax melts, and their wax melts were really fab, really strong, absolutely excellent. So I was really excited to try one of the candles. So the company I'm talking about is Swan Creek. They have a website now in the UK, so if you Google Swan Creek, I'm sure they're going to come up. And yeah, so I wanted to try one of their candles because, as I said, their wax melts have been fab. I have tended to buy very similar scented wax melts even. My gosh, can't get my words out. So I have tried to buy very similar. I always have bought a similar scent. However, the ones I've bought, I think it was 3 or 4 packs, they've all been so strong. I haven't even had to use one melt, you know, in my burners, a quarter, and push, really strong. So as I said, the company's called Swan Creek, and this is a fragranced candle in Snickerdoodle. Now Snickerdoodle is definitely more of an American thing, I think. In the UK you don't really hear a Snickerdoodle, but I did have an idea on what the scent was like because I have burnt some wax melts of that scent before in the past. So anyway, this is how the candle comes to you, and this is what it looks like. This is, I think it's in a medium jars, has 1 wick, and I think it has 75 hours of burn time and has 12 ounces. As I said, this has 1 wick, and as you can see, I did burn this down right to the very end. So anyway, let's get into the scent. So on cold sniff, this smelled so gorgeous. It smelled of a gorgeous cinnamon, bakery, like a nice icing as well. So you've got a buttercream icing along with cinnamon, and alongside with that you also got like a gorgeous, just a lovely bakery scent along with a really strong scent of vanilla. And I loved it. I loved it so much, and it was an absolutely gorgeous scent, really strong. If anyone knows me, you all know that I love bakery, cinnamon, you know, buttercreamy kind of scents, and this was perfect. And as I said, cold sniff, really strong. So as I said, this is one of their medium-sized candles, and this is actually made out of 100% American soybean wax. And when you open this up, you'll actually see, and if you feel the wax, it's quite a mouldable wax, if that makes sense. It's definitely a little bit on the more squidgier side than a lot of the other wax that you'll get in candles. So I thought this was really interesting to try that as well, you know, in a candle other than the wax melts. So the burn actually was really good. I was a bit hesitant, I was a bit worried because only 1 wick, and even though this isn't a huge candle, it's big enough to cause problems if it's going to cause problems, you know. So I was really impressed with this. On the first burn, I definitely say it took me a good few hours to get a wax pull, maybe 2 to 3 hours to, you know, to get that full wax pull. But once I did, I had no problems at all with any burn after that. I did trim the wick every time because you do get like a mushroom top on the wick, so I definitely would recommend trimming the wick every time. But I had no problems with getting a wax pull, I had no problems with tunnelling, and as you can see, I had no wax really around the sides. Obviously this is a little bit dirty because you do have the wax in there and it does grip to it a bit, but as you can see, no horrible tunnelling, no wax residue really left around the side. So this was really gorgeous scent. Smelled exactly the same when you burnt it as it did on cold sniff. And also I'd say on cold sniff though, this was definitely a high scent, really strong. When I burnt it, I'd say it was more of a very high medium to maybe a very low high. But I did burn this in my living area, and it is quite a large living space, and it takes a lot for a candle to actually, you know, perform well in my living space. So the fact that I could smell this is absolutely fantastic. If you had this in a smaller room, be really strong, but a gorgeous scent. I believe we paid for this, I think it was no more than, I think it must have been 10 or 12 pounds, something like that, I can't remember. But I do know, as I said, they are selling these in the UK now, so you can definitely get them online. It's much easier to get them than it used to be. So would I recommend this candle? I definitely would. The burn was great, the scent was gorgeous. The look of the candle is okay. I don't dislike how the label looks or anything, but I don't love it either, if that makes sense. I like them to be a bit more pretty. But again, this performs so well, I definitely recommend somebody trying it, and yeah, give them a go. So would I recommend anyone buying this candle again? Definitely. The Snickerdoodle medium candle from Swan Creek, definitely gets a thumbs up from me. So there's my review of the Swan Creek candle for you. I do hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. And please subscribe if you're new and hit the bell notification button, which is next to the subscribe button, and do leave me a comment as well in the comment section. I do love interacting with all of you, and I also would love to know how you've got on with any Swan Creek candles before. So if you've tried any of them, or if you've got any recommendations for me, I'd love that as well. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye.